Welcome to Facebook for the Blind, your look at the downfall of Western civilization through the best memes we can find each week.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
We now join your regularly scheduled programming already in progress.
Kicking off round two. We'll fix it in post.
Fix it in post.
The ostensibly second round, oh
my God.
For our listeners, this is supposed to be the second round. We realize it's your first. Kicking it off with Bobby Payne at Hoop Goth, who says, once dated a girl who would eat a whole cake 3 bites at a time over the course of 3 weeks. And when she ran out of cake, she would go to the store and get a replacement cake. Went to the cake store with her one time, and her picture was on the wall. It was the only picture. Next up, I can't see who posted this, but it says, let me just say this. Salutation Harry says, I think about this tweet at least twice a week, and it's just a picture of paint, 1 quart of paint, next to a picture of an old man with paint on his face. And it says, so my grandpa ate half a quart of paint today, thinking it was yogurt.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Poor man.
This is from a friend of the show, These Colors Don't Come.
Oh, God.
It's a picture of a guy who's got like a plastic like guard around his mouth that makes it like the perfect shape for this
like a goatee,
particular kind of goatee, and it says, getting ready to go defend the billionaire class on my break. Here's a priest wearing a cardigan, and he looks fucking pissed. And it says, me walking into the adult toy store and not seeing a single action figure.
Yep.
And keeping, I guess, 2 Catholic memes in a row. Here comes Pope Leo holding a baseball bat. And it says, hello there. I heard you didn't love your immigrant neighbor.
Dude, I love that joke, man. Somebody said, which neighbor are you talking about, Jesus? And he goes, probably the one you least want me to say.
100%. Yep, 100%. Whoever you're hoping I won't say, that's who. You know, that reminds me of Barry Crimmins. Barry Crimmins, famously, they asked him, they said he went back to his like New England like neighborhood in Massachusetts, kind of rural Massachusetts, and they're like, he's at this, I don't know, fucking birthday party for his niece or some shit. And these, you know, neighborhood guys who've known him his whole life, they're like, Barry, what the fuck's is here? I hear about you doing like a pride event or like an AIDS benefit show. Like, what are you, some kind of queer now? Barry takes a long drag off of his cigarette and he goes, you know what I am? I'm whatever threatens you. That's what I'm whatever threatens you. Sophia at its_Sophia_24, friend of the show. Sophia says, whoever came up with the lefty loosey righty tighty absolutely cranked it out of the park on that one.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, and by the way, Eric, I got one I need you to read coming up soon. So don't go anywhere.
That one in Spanish is great too.
Osama at Oba Osama says the vegans have launched their first attack on mankind. And we see a headline that being retweeted that says, a tick that makes you allergic to meat is spreading. A single bite can reprogram your immune system. Got for the vegans. Shithead Steve, he's a guy we know. It's a nice bowl filled with, well, it says trick or treat, help yourself to the mini pumpkins. And they sure do look like mini pumpkins if you've never seen a habanero pepper before.
I do love a habanero. Oh,
woo! All right, Eric, will you read my last meme for round 2, the ostensibly second round? Are you ready?
I am.
All right, here we go. Describe it first, then we'll zoom out.
Well, that's kind of fascinating because it sort of looks like smoke coming off buildings, but they're laid on top of like dried spaghetti that's been laid out in 2 big clumps, and then somebody's poured like, I don't know, is that sauce? I mean, but it looks like it's tomato sauce, spaghetti sauce with, some cheese and more spaghetti, cooked spaghetti. So on top of it, I don't know. I don't know. What do you see? Oh my God. It's the Twin Towers and spaghetti, and it says never forgetty.
Eric, I can't believe you.
It's in such poor taste, but I can't stop staring at it.
It's terrible, Eric. I really, really thought you were better than that.
I
That's all I have for round two. Thanks for ending on a bummer,
Hey!
Eric. Kicking it over to brain damage.
Am I really doing this? I'm really doing it. All right. This is going to start off my ostensibly MMA round because this weekend we had a heavyweight fight for the UFC championship. One of those fighters, the challenger, is a man named Cyril Gahn. And here we have MMA outsiders that posted up when you wake up in the morning to get breakfast, and there is a picture of Mr. Cyril Gahn.
Oh,
And there's going to be way too many of these because during that fight, he poked Tom Aspinall, the champion, in the eye. The fight ended with Aspinall saying he cannot see. The doctors later proved that there was nothing wrong with his eyes, but he did get poked pretty deep.
Oh.
Earlier this year, Tom Aspinall interviewed with a woman named Nina Drama, and he asked her, "Have you ever been fingered by an MMA fighter?" And here we have Tom asking, and it says Cyril Gahn answered with 2 eyes to the face, to the eyeballs, 2 fingers to the eyes. Fuck, I'm moving on. MMA Outsiders has Tom smelling his fingers a la Bill Clinton. And back there behind, blurred out, is Nina Drama. And it says when Tom finally finds out what it takes. And here we have a picture of former champion John Jones, who is notorious for his eye pokes, induct Tom Aspinall. And it says the eye poke at Tom Aspinall. He said, "I will eye poke Tom Aspinall without even fighting him." And John Jones is laughing his ass off. We have then and now. Tom is with former UFC champion and also British fighter. I forgot to mention Tom is British. Michael Bisping, who literally has one eye and one glass eye. And it says how Tom once said he wants to be just like Mike. And now it says then and now. And Tom is wearing the same eye patch I'm wearing, bitches. All right, I'm moving on.
Oh, wow.
We have Supreme Fitness and John Jones laughing. And he says he changed his profile pic right after that fight. And it is a duck with a championship belt and an eye patch. Because Tom was calling John a duck because he turned down $30 million and retired instead of getting that fight. And here we have Tom dressed as a pirate with the eye patch, hilarious MMA, and the pirate hat. We have Tom getting poked in the eyes with John smiling from hilarious MMA. Here we have Tom Aspinall asking Nina Drama, "Have you ever been fingered by an MMA fighter?" She says no. He says, "Well, I have." And that's MMA shit posting and outsiders. Oh, we got the duck picture again. 2 eyes in one picture, and it's Tom with Michael Bisping. Again, Smash Talk put this one up. Bisping has a glass eye. Dude predicted his own future, and it's again him asking Nina Drama.
Oh.
More pictures of him getting fingered and him asking. John Jones says, "I'm back!" As soon as he... This one I like because it's Facebook. It says, "Notifications. Next time Tom Aspinall logged in, Cyril Gahn poked you."
Oh.
Bisping talking about how he has to, he went his whole life like faking eye tests and anyways, last one for me is UFC one and now posting, and it says, "How the hell Aspinall didn't know the defense for this shit?" And here we have Mo and Curly of the Three Stooges, and Curly is blocking his face with the hand while Mo tries to poke him. Come on, Aspinall. This is why the young generation fucking sucks. Passing it off to you, Eric.
All right. This round, the irrelevant round, many have said, ostensibly, second round, brought to you by McCormick's Irish Pub. McCormick's Irish Pub, of course. Free beer, topless bartenders, and false advertising.
Yeah.
Michael, I thought you'd be particularly interested. They have been selling T-shirts now for just $11 for standard sizes, and look at this logo. It's the McCormick's Irish Pub Shamrock with the anti-fascist anarchist A in a circle over it, and it says McCormick's Irish Pub, Richmond, Virginia. Fuck ICE, fuck Nazis, fuck Trump. Gotta tell you what, for $11, ladies and gentlemen, that might be worth it.
I fucking love my people, man.
Your people kick ass.
They're the best.
I like to always toss in a touch of the Irish in every show.
They don't live a real long time, but
gosh darn it, they maximize that.
But they fucking live hard the whole time we're here. God damn it.
You know, they sing, and like TD and I only got a little bit of singing in before the show. At the musical portion, I think TD and I were both singing at the top of our lungs, Kankel's McTaco Tits. It's a great.
Where is Big TD?
He came for the music portion, which I made specially for him.
Wow, good man.
But he had to go to bed because he said he felt like a potato. Oh, because he was stuffed with chili. He had a chili coma too.
Oh, you had too much chili today?
Yeah, apparently they tried chili at work and he had 4 or 5 kinds. I don't know. Anywho, here we have a 2-panel from Pun Hub online. That's pun with an N. Get your mind out of the gutter. And this guy is chatting up a woman at the bar, and he's smiling, says, "Are you looking for the best night of your life?" She's got her arms crossed. She says, "No." And he says, "Perfect." I like that one so much, I slapped a logo on it.
Yeah.
Facebook for the blind. You looking for the best night of your life? Good. Here we have it says, when autocorrect hits you with the holy shot, and Jesus is handing one of his disciples a shot with a halo on it. Holy shot. That was posted by McCormick's Irish Pub. Not only our advertising, but also provided a meme. So well done, McCormick's. Your people, I tell you.
Telling you.
Here we have a protest sign, and it just has a picture of Kankel's McTaco Tits, and it says, "Does this ass make my country look small?" I thought that well done. Neurodivergent Rebel, and if you're not following Neurodivergent Rebel, you are missing out. Has this shot from the old animated Robin Hood, where Robin Hood's like a fox and stuff. And here we have the bear dressed up in a kerchief and, surf,
I think that's Little John.
Is that Little John? And then what we have, the fox is dressed like a gypsy with a kerchief and big gold hoop earrings. It says, some of us were raised by drag performers fighting false kings, and it shows. I was posted originally in Brains and Spoons, and I was like, oh man, I might need to watch that one again. But still, look at that. There's a lot of cartoons in drag, and I think it just made us more well-balanced people with an appreciation for show tunes. Friend of the show and weird uncle of our show, I feel in many ways, Steven, he has posted this picture of an ICE agent and all that tactical cosplay stuff with the helmet and everything, where it makes them look like they're in a video game. I don't know which video game, but like with the plates and everything. Sitting on a couch with a psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist says, "Tell me where the froggy touched you." I liked quite a bit. Anti-QAnon memes, and we haven't heard from anti-QAnon memes in a while. Has a post from Joe Kleinschmidt, and he's got this post. Apparently, George Santos recently freed fraudster and former Congress critter George Santos out of jail for whatever reason. Says, sadly, it seems that my family and I will be departing the city. I've called home, the city I've called home my entire life. New York City will become a very dangerous place to live in if we elect Mayor Mamdani. And that is a risk I am willing, ... And Quashim Rashid Esquire, friend of the show, said, so in other words, Mamdani isn't even mayor yet, and convicted criminals are already fleeing New York City. Wow. Zorhan was good at his job. Fucking well done. Here we have a 4-panel. It says, high IQ presidents. We have Jimmy Carter, says Naval Academy grad, studied nuclear physics. Here we see Bill Clinton, Yale Law grad and Rhodes Scholar at Oxford. Obama, president of the Harvard Law Review. And then Kankel's McTaco Tits can pick out an elephant from a sketch. I saw him bragging on the airplane the other day about taking that dementia test again, and somebody had captioned it. You know, you got to take the star peg and you got to put it into a lot of people try to put it into the hex hole, but you can't put it in the hex hole. You got to put it in the star hole. I would try AOC. I bet you she'd fail that test. Stupid. Gen Z conservative has posted this. It says, "No kings. That protest sure seems like a dumb code for my team lost and I can't handle it." And James Fell, the dirty historian, says, "This post seems like a dumb way to say I can't get laid and I'm going to make it everybody else's problem." I thought it was fantastic. Here we have a picture of the vice president and the Speaker of the House standing behind him. And the vice president is making that. Well, how would you describe it? When you put your two fingers to about an inch apart, like you're describing, like, about 1 inch, like that. He's doing the inchy fingers, and his mouth is open, so he's probably lying. And so Johnson and Vance, and it says Vance is describing the size while Johnson is remembering the taste. Mm. And that wrapped up the interstitial round. Round two, for me, handing it back to you, Michael, sir. Oh, for the oh my God, it's the next to the last round. The damn it, what do we call
Yeah,
it?
we're in the penultimate round now.
That's it.
It's penultimate.
Perfect.
All right. Here we go. Kicking off round 3, penultimate round. Kicking it off with Mike. I don't know, you think it's Gin or Jin?
I'd say
Gin.
Jim.
So anyway, at Shut Up Mike Jin, it says, guy cleaning a diner bathroom let me walk in, but said, no poo-poo. I very seriously nodded and assured him, no poo-poo. Sarah, a friend of the show, Sarah, she says, like, thinking the stripper is in love with you. And then she's retweeting Baber, who says, librarian complimented the book I was checking out. It's a picture of Homer smiling.
It's true.
Bone Dealer, friend of the show, Bone Dealer, says, I low-key carry within me an ancient sadness.
The low-key sadness of the ancient mariner. That's what I heard.
Trash Can Paul's back. It's the cover of the girl with the dragon tattoo, except the dragon tattoo is Puff the Magic Dragon.
Round 1.
Yeah. Oh.
Justin Boldaggi at Justin Boldaggi
Round
says,
1.
Hi, sharks. Unveiling a wired detonator in my sweaty palm. Today I'm here to usher us all into paradise.
Oh, God.
Commander at Commander retweets CJ. It says, this is a real headline. Pizza shop workers took down an armed robber, but when police took off his mask, they discovered he was their old boss. Commander says, what kind of Scooby-Doo shit is this?
Oh my God, that's perfect.
Re-thappening says, people who use Halloween as an excuse to dress slutty lack vision. Dress slutty for Thanksgiving. Dress slutty to go to the library. Dress slutty to mow the lawn. You are a child of God.
Amen.
Official Sad Beige.
Aw.
Listen, friend of the show.
Aw.
Official Sad Beige. Beige. Has a picture of a hamburger helper meal, and it's captioned, we are the sons of the hamburger you couldn't help. And my last meme for round 3, the penultimate round, leaving only my post with the most.
Uh-huh.
David Hughes, friend of the show, David Hughes, at David8Hughes. He says, the music stopped for a second in the strip club, and everyone heard me opening my Velcro wallet.
Bro,
And
I feel that.
that's all I got for round 3, the penultimate round, leaving only my post with the most. And I'm jumping the line. It's too late for me. Payne B. Weiland, friend of the show, Payne B. Weiland, bringing in my post with the most this week, which shows you just how sad things are, because the tweet just says, another day in God's humiliation ritual.
Oh,
And that was the thing
Jesus.
my friends loved the most. And that is
Oh,
it for me this week.
all righty, buddy. Happy
All right.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Love you,
Have
boys.
fun.
Happy
Good night.
Halloween.
Love you, George.
See you next week.
All right. Let's start this one off. UFC want to know posting. Oh, 2 in a row. I hope you know hurt the ass. Here we have a pumpkin, but somebody put some fingerprints on it and some panties over it to where it is exposing the bottom stem of that pumpkin. Says, I got disqualified from the pumpkin carving contest at work. Yes, it looks like a butthole. And David Allen, Samu had the same idea because he put mood and his pumpkin with the panties over it and exposing the butthole. But he also carved another pumpkin with its tongue sticking out and a heart for one eye and a moon as the other. Doing what the youngsters do. And in that butthole, if you look, Eric, there are $200 bills. Yeah, he's eating
Oh my God.
a pumpkin stripper's ass. Burn these memes. But thank you for being a fiend. And here we have the Golden Ghouls. It is Jason, Freddy, Michael Myers, and Jigsaw from Saw, but dressed up as the Golden Girls.
Thank you for being a fiend.
Laughter is the best medicine, says when you finally agree on a couple's costume. And here we have a woman with headlights on her titties, and the man is dressed as a deer stuck in the headlights. Dark, spooky, macabre, and something I didn't join, says me, look who came for a little sucky sucky. Vampire, don't say it like that. Daily Teen Feed says Halloween is almost here. If y'all want to scare me, I'm scared of $1 million.
Sure, we all are.
This one is one that came up in my memories that I posted some years ago, and it has Jack Skellington in the picture of the movie 300, but instead of whoever the fuck Xerxes sent, it is Santa Claus that Jack is kicking through the hole, and it says, "This is Halloween." And we got sounds toxic, but okay, says candy so expensive I had to buy off-brand. I hope the kids like Sour Pals and N&Ns. Cheryl Cabraga has a cartoon picture of two people in bed. The wife is sleeping. The husband looks frightened and he's awake. And he says, honey, or sorry, the phone there's a ghost of a phone. And it says, Susan, Susan. And the husband says, what? Honey, your phone is dead.
Womp womp.
Nemosaurus Rex has the poster of what looks to be Friday with Day, or not Day, but Smokey and Craig when they're leaning back going, damn, but it's Freddy and Jason. It says when the titties pop out in a horror flick. Memes without contest says me, Spider, or destroy spiderweb, Spider, wow. Me puts up fake spiderweb for Halloween, Spider, wow. And here we have a kid dressed as a hot dog with a Michael Myers mask. Look at his cool ass Star Wars X-Wing. Yeah. Those are not X-Wings, the black ones, but whatever.
TIE Fighter.
There you go. And it says when your kid wants to be both a hot dog and Michael Myers for Halloween, Oscar Mayer is born.
Oh, I can't believe I didn't see that.
Here, you want me to show you again?
No. I just didn't grasp it until you read. All right,
this one is Field of Memes, and it is a picture of the alien wearing a sweater, but a baby popping out of that sweater, and it says "Great Halloween costume." Xenomorph or whatever her name was. This one's just a picture. It's a different form of the spider in your house watching you take down fake spider webs, or taking down his real one, putting them. Anyways, Gary Stone put a picture of a flyer of Frankenstein, skeleton, devil, werewolf, and vampire and Dracula and zombie. It says drugs are expensive. No one is putting them in your kids' candy.
Yep.
Here we have a cartoon of Bizarro.com, two ghosts in prison. And one says to the other, disturbing the peace, you. And the other says, possession. And then we've got some chick in a Freddy Krueger outfit and some stockings, and it says, look out now, it's Freddy Cougar.
Oh God.
And this one's the last one for me. It's 956 meme says only one tube per trick or treater, and it's just a Halloween bucket filled with powder. I don't know what kind of powder that is. Passing it off to you, Eric.
Oh my God, dude. I once was asked to work on this film and they were going to do all this cocaine in it. And I was like, wow, what are you using for cocaine? And he goes, powdered sugar. And I go, what's that feel like? Yeah, didn't feel good. That's what all the actors told me. Snorting powdered sugar. Don't do it, kids. Don't snort powdered sugar. It burns, apparently. All right, friend of the show, Tom Gara at Tom Gara has posted this. Says randomly on this subject, my Egyptian wife had never heard of Stonehenge when I mentioned it recently, so I showed her photos of it, assuming she'd recognize the shape, just didn't know the name, etc. And she was just like, "This is pathetic. Your ancestors were small and weak." That was posted by Best of the Worst of Twitter to Ibsen Moy, friend of the show. Here, I just want to do this one again. The Leslie Gar says the fact that the Louvre heist didn't take place at dawn, but a very reasonable hour of 9:30 a.m. shows that even French jewel thieves have a better work-life balance than us. That was posted in Fight for a Union, and this one really got me, and I gotta say, it did. So nice, I did it twice. Friend of the show and founding daddy, George Hussein Cruikshank, has posted this from Hockey Heart. Rob Wesley at East West says, it hasn't happened since 1936, but a reminder that if a National Hockey League NHL game goes to a sixth overtime, they drop the second puck. He said, per the rules, in the event of a seventh overtime, which has never happened, 5 pucks are in play, and face-off is taken simultaneously at all 5 face-off circles, with each team playing 15 players plus a goaltender at once. Rules for an eighth overtime, which again has never happened in the NHL, are sealed inside a red envelope, which has not been opened since 1917. Angelic Devil says, give us the forbidden Ice Boys rules. Friend of the show, Chris Embry has this post from growing _ Daniel. Says, my son has been missing for a full 24 hours now. If we can get 10,000 likes, I'll report it to the police. Daniel says, every minute counts here, people, so please help. My son could be in serious danger. Okay, I get little tears in my eyes. All right, about halfway through, maybe. Best and worst of Twitter 2, again, with a post from Ramaswamy KR, who's reposted Reza Chowdhury at Razak C1, says, I just paid $18.75 for a cookie. It was $17.75 last month, and it's $15.75 in late December. Before you became president, it was $3.75. This is posted February 24th. And 9 Inch Niles at Trade Dessert says, fuck it, let's rev up inflation and see how much this dipshit will pay for a cookie. Part of me's like, man, I'm in on this. Best and worst of Twitter 2, again, with a post from Mashika Legrand Asari, has a repost of Travel Hungry. Says, coffee might be worse for you than cigarettes. Use a white mug for your coffee for a month straight and watch how quickly it gets stained brown. Now imagine what that same coffee is doing to your lungs. An unknown deity says, it's the main reason why I don't roll my coffee and smoke it. Here we have, man, what's this cat's name? I'm trying to remember. Dale Gribble from King of the Hill. And Meme Life has this post of him saying, sometimes I make posts set to only me. That stuff is just between me and the feds. I thought that was funny. Got about one more here. This is it, actually. Friend of the show, Winston Hodges out in the D.C. area, I assume has posted this from a legit business, which is apparently called Legal Seafoods. And Legal Seafoods Restaurant. Oh, we're getting a from an East Coaster. So apparently it's an East Coast thing. Legal Seafoods, and he has added the tag barely. Yeah, barely legal seafoods. Anyway, so that's gonna wrap it up, except for my post with the most. Going back to you, Brain. What you
All
got?
right. Oh, it's asking me to replace. Let me try this again. All right, my post with the most is from 3 years ago, and it is a picture of a little kid at a spelling bee at the podium. And I said, next time be more specific than sheesh, because it says moderator. Your word is C ward. Spelling bee contestant. C U N. Moderator, please, no, Jesus, stop.
Oh,
Send it off to you, Eric. What you got?
oh my God, I understood that reference.
I don't even know what a C ward is. I just thought they were saying. I just thought they were.
The C word.
The C word. All right. Closing it out. Episode 230, the spooky Halloweeny episode of Facebook for the Blind. My post with the most is from Dave Jorgensen at Dave Jorgensen over on Blue Sky. It says, why does everyone keep calling it the Epstein Ballroom? Please stop repeating the Epstein Ballroom because it's not called the Epstein Ballroom. Don't tell the news that it's called the Epstein Ballroom. And please don't repost this. 5 exclamation points. And to be fair, it is the Epstein Memorial Ballroom brought to you by Google, Meta, Exxon. Presented by Walmart, Target, Epstein Memorial Ballroom. That, ladies and gentlemen, was my post with the most, and I think that is all the constitutional requirements of an entire episode of Facebook for the Blind. Until next time, to everybody out there, we love you. Mwah. Woo! That was like the best wooing ever. I love you guys. Thanks for listening to an episode of Facebook for the Blind. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.